Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is very nearly lunchtime. I think it's about 11 o'clock now. So I woke up at nearly 8, fell back to sleep and woke up at gone 10. So I'm going to finish this book. I was up till about 2 in the morning reading it because I'm really enjoying it. I've only got that much left of it. That one there, The Fire Child by S.K. I can't read it from here. Tremaine. It's very, very good. So I want to finish that last bit, and then I've got some bits to drop off over at my mum and dad's for my mum. So I'm going to finish that, get dressed and take those bits over quickly, drop them off. Then I might do another jigsaw, maybe. Definitely need to wash my hair, so I'll probably either have a bath or a shower and deal with that. But I have nothing pressing I need to do. I do need to do invoices actually today, otherwise I won't get paid. So I should probably do that at some point as well. But for now it will be finish the book, drink tea. That is my mission for right this second. So I finished the book and we've just come into town so that we can grab a couple of bottles of bleach for my mum and dad, and just into one of the quiet shops, not going into a big supermarket. And then we're going to drop those off and the books that I've finished reading, and my mum's Andrew Taylor books that she wants back. But look what I've parked next to. Look at that. A very nice V-dub. I like the cup holder. Looks like someone's made that. And it says Barney on it. So I don't know if Barney is the name of the camper or the person that owns it. But isn't that lovely? Vintage. It's gorgeous. Got a sofa in it by the look of it. Someone's gone and picked up a sofa. This is the thing now, because we can't go out in our vans, we are using them for ferrying furniture and things to the tip. All those sorts of things. Doing the shopping, doing the food shopping. Oh, something's moving around the back of my van. Yes, SPOG and I are very much missing our travels, aren't we, SPOG? Yeah, he doesn't get very many trips, unfortunately. So we've taken him out twice this weekend. Once to Asda to get some fuel and pick up the food shop from the click and collect yesterday. And once today to go and drop some stuff off with my parents. And then he'll probably sit there for another 2 weeks, bless him. Sorry, SPOG. As soon as we can go out, we will go out. So missing my travels. I really am. Today is a bit of a non-vlog. Mainly because I got up late and I've spent most of the day, if not all of my waking moments. What was I doing? Oh, reading that book, finishing off that book. Really enjoyed it actually. What was it called? Fire Child. Really, really enjoyed it. The end was a bit weird. What is it about the end of books? But it started to make sense and it was fine. I think the ending must be really hard. It must be a really hard thing to get right in a book. He's wrapping everything up in a nice, neat little parcel of finishedness. But I'm going to pass those on anyway to my mum. I've got a big bag of stuff here. Kenzie's been playing Fortnite this morning. He's watched a few YouTube videos. Not done very much. He's just sort of lolled around, lounged about. Brendan, I have woken up several times, but I don't think he went to bed much before me. I wanted to get this book read so I could pass it on to my mum, since I knew I was coming to town today to drop some bits off. And so I was awake till 2 o'clock in the morning reading, and Brendan was awake probably until at least 1:30. When I went to bed, when I kind of went and brushed my teeth at 2 o'clock, his light was off. But yeah, I've woken him up several times since 10:30 and gone, come on, up you get, made him tea. He's not drunk it. And I suddenly realised I hadn't heard him move, so I shouted out to him again and he was still asleep, and that was 1 o'clock. So I'm like, seriously boy, you've got to get out of bed. So I've told him to go and do the hoovering because I've got to get him out of that bed. He's only doing 2 days work next week, but tomorrow is not one of the days. So I'm going to make sure he gets up early tomorrow so that his body clock is back in sync after having a week off. He's working Tuesday and Wednesday of this coming week, and then they need him Monday and Tuesday, I think, of the following week, and then hopefully things will have picked up at work a bit, and you know, they'll need him more. But this is fine. I mean, it's temp work to get him through, and it's, you know, whilst he can't get an apprenticeship at the moment, being in the situation we're in with lockdown and the virus and everything, this is at least one option that he can do, you know, as and when they need him. Lee can get him to and from work. And I mean, I've not heard anything about his provisional driving theory test. That's due on the 23rd of February. I'm hoping it won't be cancelled. I have a high suspicion it may be cancelled, but numbers are starting to drop now. So even though the hospital admissions are still high, but there's always a delay between confirmed cases of the virus dropping and then hospitalisation dropping. There's like a 2-3 week delay. So with the virus dropping, maybe he will be able to do it. I'm taking the fact we've not heard anything from them to say it's cancelled as good news, and that he will be able to go and do the theory test. And I really hope he passes it, because then we can just book him in for the intense driving course. And as soon as he's learnt to drive, I mean, hopefully we could have him on the road by summer. And yeah, he's got the car there waiting for him. He's got money that he's now saved for things like insurance and other bits and bobs, and running the car from working. So with a bit of luck and a passing wind, his opportunities will then be open more to him, so that he can actually go and do an apprenticeship somewhere. And his, you know, it won't just be reliant on where we can get him, or the very poor public transport that is non-existent in our village. Anyway, that is what it is. This is a good opportunity for me to just like share things with you, isn't it? I don't think I've got anything else to share with you while I wait for Lee to come back with the bleach. Like I said, we're not doing big shops. We're not going into big supermarkets. It was bad enough having to go and do the click and collect yesterday. I can't believe I ordered a click and collect. I never order click and collect. I don't know what I did, but I do need to put in another Asda order for next week. I have to remember, once we've had the order, to go and book another slot. I am missing Lidl's, but they don't do delivery, unfortunately. They're a lot cheaper. I quite like their food. Yeah, we've got half term coming up, but I don't think it makes any difference to me, because obviously I'm only having early years children. The schools are shut and everything. They're potentially not, well, they're not going back after half term. They're talking about after Easter. Or some of the schools starting to go back after Easter. So it'll be a little while yet till Kenzie restarts at school. Oh, it's Kenzie's birthday on Friday, so that's coming up. I've ordered him a card from Moonpig, which I hope will come, because obviously I can't really go trawling the shops. I don't suppose card shops are even open because they're non-essential. They're, yeah, non-essential shops. So I've ordered him a Moonpig card, and then I've ordered some wrapping paper from Amazon. So hopefully those things will arrive before Friday. And yeah, I need to make him a birthday cake. I do have some birthday cake mixes and some, what's the word? Like frosting type stuff. So we have stuff we can make a cake. And then we'll probably do some video chat in the evening, because everyone's chipped in for this Oculus Quest. He basically wanted what Brendan got for Christmas, which was the Oculus Quest 2. And so we're just going to, we've managed to get him one. And obviously that's £400, so everybody in the family has chipped in. We have got him one other thing as well, but other than that, you know, he's just going to get those things because it's expensive. Oh, here comes Lee. Looks like he's got the bleach. Right, I'll speak to you again in a bit. I've just had a bath. Kenzie is now in the bath. And totally forgot we were meant to be doing the big bird count as part of his homework, and I wanted to do it. We missed yesterday, so we're going to do today while we've still got some daylight. I don't know if we can do tomorrow. It's meant to be this day and yesterday. I'm wondering if we can do tomorrow instead. I don't know. It's 2 days. Hopefully it won't be detrimental to their figures. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. I've had a bit of bad news, which is quite upsetting. Well, very upsetting. My great uncle, we found out 2 weeks ago, last week, that they suspect he had throat cancer. We've just found out that actually it's stage 5 and it's spread. So I've had a bit of a cry about it. I've messaged his son, who he's staying with, and I'm hoping I'll get to see him, you know, if lockdown lifts soon, I hope. Anyway, for now, I'm going to focus on the birds. Actually, I've just read the instructions again, and it does say, count the birds for 1 hour in your garden from your balcony between the 29th and the 31st. So I think that's actually, you just need to be out there for an hour between those 3 days. So we'll just do our hour now. That'd be fine. So far, we have found 2 doves in half an hour. There is not a lot of bird activity going on in this dark, cold, wet garden. Not even.
Hard drive to install, so this is painstakingly really long for me.
Not even with a plate of food out for them. This is probably the least amount of birds I have ever seen in our garden. Ever. You comfy there in your Doctor Who TARDIS?
It's more comfy than that.
You could use a pillow.
Nah.
Nah. What did you find, Kenzie?
I found a robin and I'm very bored and very cold.
Would you not make a very good bird watcher?
No.
No?
No.
You like your father, you need stimulation from an exterior source that is not nature. You need gadgets. You can't just be content.
Making me miserable is how cold it is.
Well, go and put more clothes on.
I've got a blanket, that should be good.
But it's clearly not. Now it's raining.
By the time I get the clothes on, come back down here.
You have only got 10 minutes left. Yeah.
It's raining.
It is, but it has made more birds move. Well, a robin move.
It's not very helpful, that.
Well, it has, because it came into the garden.
Yeah, but they could move away from here.
They could, but there isn't any here to move away. So 2 doves and a robin, I think, is all we're going to find. 10 minutes and then we're done. I'm having my rice and vegetables and a bit of mayo and cheese. And Lee is making burgers for him and the boys, aren't you?
I'm making some lovely burgers. Handmade.
No, they're not handmade, you fibber.
Oh,
they are
made
Co-op's finest.
Co-op's finest. But they were for £2.75 a box.
Oh.
But I do have some lovely fluffy rolls.
Did you make that too?
Yeah, I had to seal them all up. Because,
did you?
Yeah.
You're such a liar.
Love you.
Love you too. I've had a few people say to me over the last few months that they wanted to send us something, but they couldn't because I don't have the PO box anymore. The PO box costs a lot of money, and it's annoying because I do want to do things like gift swaps, and I do want to do things like what's the word, like what they call pen pal type things, but I can't give out our address. I mean, even if it was just Lee and I here, but it's the boys, so I have to protect them. And also it's the other children that come here, so I have to protect them as well. So the only thing I could think of doing, and it was actually from Imo and Izzy's channel, they did it over Christmas, it was the only thing I could think of, that if people did want to send us something, then we could have an Amazon wish list, but it's not quite the same as kind of friend mail type real mail, is it? Really? I mean, I will put a link to it anyway in the description, and then it's there for those of you that have asked about sending us stuff. It's the best I could do, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. It's really generous that people want to send us things and want to gift us things. It is super, super kind. But the PO box costs me over £300 a year, and I couldn't justify it. I really couldn't. You know, this channel, I know I'm not big on spending loads of money on tech to improve the channel and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm not one for spending loads and loads of money on things for the channel without real justification. And I did it for a year, and just £300 is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. So yes, I'm sorry, that's the best I could come up with. So yeah, I will try and make sure I put that link in the description regularly. I'll try and make sure it's there on every every description. I'm not very good at having a standard description because I do all this on my phone, so my standard one doesn't pop up. But maybe I should just write something, cut and paste it, and then put it in. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's there if you want it. Thank you. Let me show you the puzzle I'm working on. I haven't done very much, so I'm not going to worry about showing you that right now. You can see it tomorrow. But that's one I'm doing, Mousel in Cornwall. So we saw 2 doves and a robin. That's what we need to submit. 2 doves and a robin. And Kenzie did survive the whole thing. It didn't, you know, cause him permanent psychological damage, bless him. We've eaten, and it is now, what is the time? 18:56. Nearly 7 o'clock? Nearly 7 o'clock in the evening. So I'm going to forget this puzzle for now. We have got a Richard Hammond and Tori Vellecci, I think it is, escape from a island thing, shipwrecked on an island thing. And if it's got those 2 in it, it'll be brilliant because Hammond is hilarious. Richard Hammond is brilliant. So yeah, we're going to watch that. They're basically going to be shipwrecked on an island, and then they have to use the things from the shipwreck to get themselves off the island and survive. So that's what we're going to watch this evening. Lee's just got out of the shower, and that's what we're doing next. Got nothing else to share with you, really. Sorry, that's it. That is your lot. It's a very chilled day, really, today. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.